Hi, GDR here in beautiful Jamaica with the answer to a reader's question on the time I spent in an Indian prison. The question was, when you wrote that, was it from your experience or from your research? Great question, by the way. Thank you. It's a writer's question. And by the way, research, writing from research is terrific. It's valid and it's good, and every writer in the world does it. You don't have to actually go to that place. You don't actually have to have had that experience. You can research it and write about it in an evocative way. So it's not required to have to do that. But I actually did spend 4 months in the Indian prison called Arthur Road in Mumbai. If anyone is around from the 1980s who had experience in Arthur Road, they'll know that that prison, as depicted in the book, is real. And in fact, it was worse than that. I could have gone on and on and on about all sorts of other stuff. It was kind of enough. I didn't want to exhaust my readers, and I didn't want to shock them too much, if you know what I mean. I wanted them to take them into it, give them a strong taste of it, and take them out again. So yes, it was written from experience, and it was actually worse than that in the book. But you know what? That's not the most important thing in that. You know what the most important thing was about that time in Indian prison? The lesson. And you know what the lesson was? Let's look at it this way. I fought back. It's a practice of the convict overseers to hit you now and then for no reason. No good reason, no bad reason. Just whack you with the lathi, with the bamboo stick, and it hurts. It can make marks and cuts. Every time it hits you, it's going to leave a little cut. And you're in prison in a pretty dirty environment, and those cuts get infected. So this is an ongoing punishment. And you'll get a cut here, a cut there, a cut there, for no reason. You haven't done anything wrong. They just do it from time to time. When it happened to me, I fought back. I grabbed the stick, threw it in the corner, had a fight with the guard, then got beat up and put in a corner and chained up, and then whacked and whacked and whacked with the lathi. Eventually I got leg irons because I kept fighting them, and I was put on half rations. So that's how I ended up in a really deteriorated state in 4 months in a prison, and should have come out relatively okay, but I came out in a very deteriorated condition. The thing is, it took me a long, long time and that was in solitary confinement in another prison in Australia, doing solitary, into the second year when I really started to go deep into myself and my own responsibility for everything. That's when I sat back and thought, you know what? That's on me. Hitting me with the stick for no reason is on him. Hitting him back for it is on me. I could have been a lot smarter and a lot more decent, really, as a person, and done those 4 months in a very different way. The way everyone else did. You get hit, you take it, it's part of the deal, and you keep going. I could have done that, and that is on me. See, it took me a while to understand the distinction. For me, when someone hit me, hitting back was a part of them hitting me. It's like they've still done the wrong thing, even though I hit them, if you know what I mean. It took me a while to break this up and go, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. Him hitting me, that's on him. That's his karma, and he has to carry that load. If he hit me for no reason, maybe it's cruelty or he's just bored. For me, if I hit him back, that's my share of the karmic burden that's involved in this little exchange between the two of us. And it's totally on me to not do that. It's totally on me to take that, to look that person in the eye and whatever it takes and keep going. It's totally on me to forgive that guy. And that is the real rebel. That's the real revolutionary that I wasn't. When I thought I was a rebel and rebel against all sorts of things and I stand for this and that. That's the real revolutionary. To look at that situation and say, that was uncalled for, I forgive you. That is the real rebel and the real revolutionary, and that's the real lesson, my personal responsibility in that. Thank you for your answer. I would never have found the way to talk about that if you hadn't asked me that question. Thank you for your question, by the way. If you hadn't asked me that question, I wouldn't have been able to give you this answer, and I wouldn't have gone there with it and said it in this way. So thank you very much. More answers to more questions when we knock out a few more beats here in the studio. 8 Rios, Ocho Rios, Jamaica, one love, blessings.